Okay, so we're moving pretty far along. Now we need to come up with something that will actually read the QR code. For that, we have another NPM package called QR Scanner. And so following this, it looks like we have to do a little bit more than the usual stuff. So for iOS 10, we need to do this in info.plist. So let's go to our code and info.plist in build. It's probably not the right one. Your project, iOS, your project. Well, maybe that is the right one. So we'll put this. Okay. We only need this one because we're not going to use the camera roll or the microphone. And we'll say scan and consent needs access to your camera so it can scan QR codes. Okay, we got that. It says Android 7 needs access to vibrate, so that is in Android manifest, xml. We need to add user permission, which we can do right there. Okay, so that's all taken care of. And then we need to install and link React Native Camera. So let me close this and that. And we'll do our yarn add React Native Camera. Cool, and then we will do React Native link, React Native Camera. Cool, and then we're gonna add this. And then we are going to link this. And we should be good there now. All we have to do is import QR code scanner. I think this is actually not going to work on the actual simulator because the simulator doesn't have access to a camera. So I don't think this is going to work, but let's just see what happens when we throw it in here. We'll put this QR code scanner in there. And then all we need to do is render a new component in here where we have open camera. We'll put QR code scanner and then title. Oh wait, that's not okay. So we have on read. We have to give it an on read. And we have a top content and bottom content. So just gonna take that. Okay, got it. Okay. I'm not sure what that actually does, but let's see. And we need to change this format. Please ask your partner to open, scan, and consent, and tag Okay, so we need to define this handle read. We're not gonna do anything with this right now. Handle read. What does this take? E. And I'm gonna pause this real quick because the dog needs to go outside. Oh shoot, I forgot to unpause it. All I did was add a couple, I just cleaned this up to add, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. I just cleaned this up to add touchable opacity, and then added the on read handler and top content and bottom content, which is really nothing right now, because as I say, I think this is gonna crash anyway. So, but as this is, I'm gonna pause this again and wait for it to build, since it's gotta rebuild everything since we linked it. Okay, so React Native Camera has some serious issues that apparently are making this impossible to build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink camera, React Native Camera. I'm going to unlink the scanner, and I'm going to yarn remove React Native Camera, and going to yarn add React Native Camera, and then the version they say still works is, I just had it. Come on. There it is, 0.12. Okay, so now I'm going to yarn link, or sorry, excuse me, React Native link these back up. I'm going to actually try running it from iOS this time, or excuse me, from Xcode. Let's set this to iPhone 7 though. And let's see if we can get this to work. Cool, that was more than I got last time, so that's promising. Now we're running it through Xcode rather than yarn run iOS, but I just wanted, the only reason I did it that way is because I wanted, it's easier to track down compile errors and runtime errors if you build it through Xcode directly. So that's the only reason I did that. After this, I'll be back to building it through the yarn run iOS. Okay, so this looks the same. So grant consent. There's the QR code, and this will probably die. Okay, so it's access the camera. I'm gonna say okay, And so we kind of have the camera there, but it doesn't really work because we don't have the camera there. I'm not sure what this button does, but so what I'm going to do, this works. It looks good, kind of. Stuff is kind of messed up a little bit. I'm gonna build this on my own phone so I can get to see if this actually works, and then I'll bring it back once I get it working on my own phone so it looks good. I'll actually do a screencast from my phone, and you can see what it looks like.